All right, now we are underway from the Compaq Center into Akeem the Dream with his quick feet in the middle, but he misses the short jump as he looks at that Man Mountain Shaquille in the middle. That's going to be, of course, a fascinating matchup, but they're all over the court tonight. Van Exel misses from long range. Matt Maloney.
Now we have two teams who rely on post-up play naturally, but they are both attempting 19 and 18 three-point attempts a game. Now for the rest of the league, everyone else is down about half of what they shot for 4 previous seasons. But these two ball clubs, because of their outstanding post-up people and their good perimeter long game shooting, they are attempting 18 and 19.
Maloney goes to the line. Robert Horry, the former Rocket, picked up his first personal foul of the night. Matt Maloney, 6'3", 200 pounds, played some in the CBA and then played all 82 games for the Rockets last year, the only Rocket to make it through the entire season.
Well, he had such a sensational season for them, not only defensively, but in the three-point shooting. Shot 40% in threes, and then re-signed again this year for minimum.
Breaking down the middle is Eddie Jones. He missed the finger roll. And here is Mario Elie to Maloney. Goes to reverse, misses it. Barkley follows, and Charles Barkley is fouled.
When you fast break against, they both play well in the paint.
So Charles Barkley at the free throw line shoots 71% from the free throw strike. Charles averaging 12.8 rebounds, 14 points, couple of assists per game. You know, there was, of course, he was causing controversies. You look at the great career he has, and Shaquille O'Neal and Akeem. The question is, who gets the most shot attempts? And that'll be a theme we'll follow during this game tonight.
Well, Drexler's getting 14 a game, Olajuwon 12, and Barkley only 10. Now, when you think that Jordan averages over 25 shot attempts a game, you got to get the message here.
Yeah. Rick Fox hits the triple. Made it look like the 22-foot line.
Wow, he's an excellent three-point shooter. And here is what we told you earlier. This is outstanding full court pressure because of their quickness.
Shot clock down to 14 seconds before the half-court offense even gets rolling for the Rockets. Now down to 10.
He wants to take them.
Barkley just pulls up and shoots over what would have been a double team.
Well, you know, in a situation like that, O'Neal is not going to get beaten off the dribble and look bad.
Robert Horry. Oh, he hit some big threes for the Rockets during their championship run. Looks like the Rockets are trying to beat the Lakers down court, and they're going to say that that went off Houston and will be Lakers ball. It looks like the opposite teams here.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. We're seeing one team just coming down here methodically and setting up, and at the other end, the guys are rolling out and pushing the break.
Lakers are sure getting open looks from the three. That was Eddie Jones missing. Olajuwon missing, and Drexler and Barkley almost lost it between them, but Maloney takes it over. 5-3 Rockets. Olajuwon, multi-million-dollar matchup. Barkley gets the offside board, keeps battling for it, out of bounds. It will belong to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Well, Charles is averaging 4 offensive boards a game, and he is second in the league in rebounding at 13 a ball game. So in the early going, both teams are struggling. LA is 1 for 6, Houston 1 for 4 from the field. They need Van Exel. They need Van Exel and the Shaq man to do it during the 82. You want to win your division, have a great record, and then get that home court at playoff time.
And you can see that his assist-to-turnover ratio just phenomenal, particularly early this year. Rick Fox misses from beyond the arc that time. The rebound from Horry is back out to him. Now Horry posted the bigger, stronger Robert Horry. Got his own rebound again, and back to Shaquille.
You know what I like about that, Bob, was the fact that he just dumped it off to Shaq and said, I know they're not challenging his dunk.
Tied at 5. Drexler's pull up over Fox. Over the top, it will be LA ball.
Kind of surprised in this early going. Everyone is forcing up threes right now, and we're not making them at a high percentage. There's definitely a question about take your time, stop shooting the threes when we have that much time on the shot clock.
8:49 to go first period. And that foul is going to be on Charles Barkley, who always gets his money's worth, knocking down Robert Horry.
Well, if you have not seen Horry in a while, he added 15 pounds in the upper body through weightlifting and also a trainer. He came into camp this year at the best that he's ever been. He missed a ton of games last year due to injury, and they love his game. When you have Fox and Horry now at your forward position, they can handle it.
Here is Van Exel. Gets the pick. Good ball fake. Elijah Wan with the rebound. And once again, look at the Rockets. No sooner did I say it was open court versus half court than the Rockets ran. Charles spots for three. Stepped on the line. Missed badly anyway. Outlet. Now the Lakers run. Eddie Jones.
This reminds you of a bad exhibition game. Right? And you know what I mean. Both teams fly into a town where it's snowing in October. They don't want to be there, and that's exactly the kind of game we're getting here right now.
Hakeem Olajuwon has it stripped by his former teammate Robert Horry. Van Exel on the run, behind the back, dumping into Horry, out to Rick Fox. Inside to the Diesel, splits the double team. But first, the whistle.
In talking to Jeff Van Gundy from the New York Knicks on Wednesday night in Toronto and today to Rudy T, everyone is telling you that Shaq Man is the man in the league this season. That's why we brought out the point that he is in the top 6 in 4 different categories. If you do not get to him quick this season on the double team, he's in your face.
Robert Horry was posted very deep. An easy lay-in missed by Horry after he got the pass from Van Exel. Maloney misses the three. Eddie Jones and Van Exel, only Maloney back.
Great by Clyde the Glide. I almost said, give it back. Because if they would have given the ball back, Eddie Jones had a layup. Instead, Drexler was allowed to chase the play down. Watch into your right of your screen. Look at Drexler coming. See, he senses it.
Phi Slamma Jamma lives. That's Ken Maurer with the whistle. By the way, our officials tonight are Ken Maurer, Tony Brothers, and Bill Oakes. That personal will go against Ellie. There's Rudy T. Rudy Tomjanovich spent his whole career after playing at the University of Michigan with the Houston Rockets as a player, assistant coach, and now the head man. And he's the same win or lose, is he not?
Absolutely. Yeah, one of the truly great players who ever played in the NBA, and now he's an outstanding coach.
And Eddie Jones just knocks down a three, and we have a 10-5 Laker lead. It was tied at 5, and before you could blink, it's turned into a 5-point lead. As
you know, he and Cassell have been carrying that ball club. They're down to 8 guys, Bob. But coming back to this game, the Lakers are 4 for 14, 29%. Houston 1 for 7, 14%, and 2 turnovers.
You see that on the lower third of your screen there as the Lakers are up 10-5. Rockets in their half-court game. Drexler's turnaround. And Horry's rebound. Van Exel with the penetration back inside to Shaquille. Nice steal. Drexler came out on fire tonight. He's been playing both ends. Now he's going for the three. Barkley.
Oh, Charles got hit. Charles and Rudy. Rudy very upset. He's in Kenny Maurer's face right now because Barkley got hammered by Shaq on that shot. No doubt about it.
And you and I know that Ken Maurer could call a technical. Shaquille with a soft touch. That's just one more part of his arsenal.
He's so quick, Bob. And when you're looking at it, just remember right now that Olajuwon at 260 is giving him between 60 and 70 pounds.
Here's the dream. As he bumps into Shaq, thinking about him, it's raked away by Fox. 5 on the shot clock for Maloney. Olajuwon with 4. Has a double turnaround move. Not a good shot, or he gets the rebound. That's his 4th already. Here is Eddie Jones short on it. 4 on 3. Maloney. Triple. That'll get you back in. Now it's 12-8.
Well, Maloney is now 9 for 23, so he's right at about 38% on threes. If he can continue that with the line being back that far, he's going to stay in this lineup. Just do a solid job defensively. Everything will work out for him.
Shaquille on the drive, passes to Fox, but then Ellie and Barkley had jammed up the lane so much nothing could happen. It will belong to the Lakers with 4 seconds on the shot clock.
Well, this three-man crew of referees have said we're allowing a lot of physical contact tonight. Now, if it stays this way, let's go, players. You've got to adjust.
Eddie Jones gets to the middle, couldn't get the shot off. That's a shot clock violation. They had only 4 seconds when the ball was inbounded, and the Rockets will have a chance here to cut it to 2 or better.
Well, Bob, that's the job of your guards. Your guards should be telling everyone 4 seconds on the shot clock when you went to inbound that ball.
And Exel playing Maloney. Interesting thing Rudy Tomjanovich said about their point guards here at Houston. Says he has 3 average guards. He wants one of them to step up and become the man. 8 on the shot clock. Drexler gets the pick from the Dream. Clyde Cole shooting the ball early tonight. Rockets only shooting 44% as a team on the season. Clyde's 0 for 4. Van Exel loses it. This is 3-on-1.
Beautiful. And a foul. See, Rudy T is really hot because Shaq hit Drexler right on top of the head, and there was no call.
And there's no padding.
That's right. And Rudy's over there saying, hey, he'd have 2 fouls on him right now. They'd be substituting, getting him out of this game.
Very big no calls is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Clock and the Lakers will get it, and Kevin Willis steps in. Akeem sits down. 0 for 3, has not scored early in this ball game. And Kevin, who's been playing well this year, steps in to play the center spot for the Rockets. And the 7-footer, even Kevin Willis, looks small with Shaquille. Eddie Jones thought about the 3. Instead, he's going to penetrate.
Oh, run!
I wasn't ready for that. I was ready for the penetration.
I thought he was going to pull up for that medium jumper. Wow. That was an explosion.
How about this? Eddie Jones with 7 points already. You know, Eddie Jones has played so well since we were talking. The press, the media, and fans were trading him in game number 1. He's still with the Lakers, and I'm sure they're grateful. This is 3-on-3. Rick Fox. Eddie Jones, who has 7 already. Travel.
The big man just said, listen, what's a little travel? I've gotten away with a few other things here tonight. I might as well do the little shuffle move.
Del Harris, 56-game winner last year with the Lakers.
And
Derek Fisher in at the point.
Shaq missed 31 games last year.
Credit to Del. Drexler now with 4 points. Shot clock to 10. Jones going to take it again. Shaquille up and under. And then up again.
He's got such quick feet. That, you know, he's carrying 3. It depends upon, you know, who you talk to. He's 315. No, he's 325. Yes, he is 330. But the big thing is he is quick.
Big's a key word there. Shaq has 6 and 4 already in this ball game. And that's 6 for Clyde.
But Fox is going to have to get out on Clyde because you can see Clyde has come out here tonight and said, I'm getting my shots up.
You know, he has the most shot attempts of any of the big 3.
Yes, he has.
Of anybody on the team. Corey against Barkley. Nice move. Couldn't finish. Maloney. He's going to try to take it all the way. Had no place to go.
Oh, no one's back. 3-on-2 here.
Derek Fisher. Nice play by Ellie, but he commits the foul. Ellie stayed between his man and the hoop.
You don't have it, don't force it.
As Fisher steps to the line, John Barry and Eldon Campbell come into the ball game. John Barry's playing limited minutes. He's averaging about 9 minutes a game for the Lakers so far, and Eldon Campbell is making that huge adjustment to playing power forward beside Shaquille O'Neal, who is right now out of the game. And as I say that, Eldon Campbell's playing center.
Yeah, well, you know, he can play both positions. It's interchangeable. And last year when Shaq missed all those games, the reason why the team won 56 games is because Elton rose to the occasion and had his best year as a pro.
They're going to get Fox for the hold. That'll be his second. And by the way, right there, Roderick Rhodes and Emmanuel.
Definitely the shock of the draft. When they picked him on the 20th pick, everyone says, what are they doing? Well, Houston is very happy with Roderick Rhodes. They think he's an outstanding defender, good passer, and they like his explosiveness. He's just got to come down with a more consistent shot.
Bad pass. Drexler gives it off to Rhodes. Willis.
Yes.
And we've got ourselves a tie game. Rick Fox, Robert Horry, Derek Fisher, Eldon Campbell, and Barry on the floor. John Barry was open for the three, elected to give it up to Rick Fox, who shoots the air ball.
Well, they just set a double screen on the opposite side of the floor for John Barry. He did not force the shot. He passed it off, and Fox almost had an air ball.
Barkley being defended by Horry. Open man Rhodes. Tried to shoot it back inside. Barry gets it out ahead to Fisher. Using the glass. Derek lays it in. Good pass by John Barry out of that break.
Well, they love Fisher's game. He can finish. He plays 18 minutes a game. They like the fact that his assists are high to his turnovers. He can hit the big shot, which he did last night in San Antonio. They love his complete game.
And he's strong. Pull up from Drexler. Here comes Derek Fisher. It's 4-on-3. John Barry on the wing from Derek Fisher. 28 seconds in the period.
Bob, this unit that they have out there is a quick unit. Now they have Fox and Horry out there, and then with their three guys from their second unit.
Horry's defending Charles. 15 seconds in the period, 10 on the shot clock. Yeah, Robert's stronger. Charles is still backing him in. It's going to be an LA foul. Yeah, well, John Barry reached in and grabbed him. And that's where that came from. And now it's Lakers by 2. Time for a shot. Got a foul at the buzzer. And that's on Drexler. So the clock is down.
There are 200s. You know that you cannot catch the ball and shoot it. It's got to be a tap.
Campbell, a 77% free throw shooter.
Well, he's off to just a terrific start. He's shooting 50% from the floor, 78 on the line. He's giving them 12 points a game. And more important, he's giving the rebounds and the shot blocking with that second unit.
No time for the shot, as you pointed out, Hubie. So as we end the first quarter, Pickering is vastly overrated in terms of being bad for the team. But Drexler commits the foul right there at the buzzer. Charles says, geez, that was dumb, Clyde. Clyde says, shut up, Charles.
Yeah, but it was the dumb foul, okay? Now, I know he doesn't want to be reminded about it out on the floor, but that goes on with all teams.
Of course.
Because, you know, Rudy T told him when he went into the huddle it was a dumb foul.
Charles said the dream had gone public on those shot attempts. He says, we just wanted to keep it in the locker room. I thought it was funny that Charles was talking about keeping it private. Mr. Public. The no-look pass over to the wing from Corey Blunt, who just came into the ball game, intended for Fisher, is out of bounds, and the Rockets have it down 3.
I'm impressed. I mean, Del Harris just very calmly walked down the other end of the bench. I thought he was going to take it and shoot a 3 because they've already launched 7. All right.
I don't know how Dell is on the threes. He's more of a penetrator in my view. Foul in the paint.
Well, that was a strong move by Roderick Rhodes. And now, if that's a veteran guy doing that move right there, Bob, a guy with a defensive reputation, you know that you get the strip.
Loose ball ends up in the hands of Drexler. Emmanuel Davis. 8 on the shot clock for the Rockets. Drexler.
He's short. He's off the front of the rim. Oh, nice pass.
And another.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Dream Drexler. Willis. It's a 1-point Lakers lead. Looking for Blunt down to the post against the Dream. Good turnaround move by Corey Blunt.
Well, Corey Blunt, Nick Van Exel played together at University of Cincinnati in the Final Four and the Final 8 2 years in a row. They've been waiting for his development. Last year, Knight played in front of him. And now Knight at Boston. Blunt's getting minutes.
Olajuwon missing. Here comes Horry. Lakers up by 3. And they left him alone, and Horry took the shot, followed it. Nice pass to Campbell. Team. Emmanuel Davis.
Nice.
Willis.
They love Emmanuel Davis out of Delaware State. Last year, a free agent. He had played overseas and in the CBA. He was doing an excellent job in the exhibitions, the early part of the season. Boom. Leg injury, out for the rest of the year. They love his talent. Quick. The all-time leading scorer and assist player at Delaware State.
Horry Blunt to Derek Fisher. Davis guarding him. Berry is fouled by Roderick Rhodes.
Foul is on number 1.
6 rebounds, and he's at the top of his game. Rudy T is loving everything that he's doing off the bench.
Inside to O'Neal, out of bounds off Houston. 15 on the shot clock for the Lakers.
Well, Rudy T said every time the ball goes in the Shaq, you've got to get there in a hurry. When he kicks the ball out and reposts, that's when you must be the quickest in denying and also jamming the passer. Oh,
What kind of shot was that by Campbell?
so many air balls tonight, it's unbelievable.
That's thrown out of bounds, intended as a lead pass to Kevin Willis. Good at running the floor, maybe not quite as good as he was, say, 10 years ago. Kevin Willis played 10 and a half years in Atlanta. There's the shooting percentages you were just talking about.
The shooting percentages are horrible, and also the turnovers.
Derek Fisher on the penetration, swatted by the Dream. Here's Roderick Rhodes. Fisher goes for the behind-the-back steal, and Willis is now 5 out of 5.
That's what they like about Rhodes. At the small forward position, he can handle the ball on the break, get in the lane, and make the pass.
And the Rockets have taken the lead, 26-25, 9-10 to go in the half. Berry from Shaquille. Kick out to Fisher. Back to Berry in the corner. Shaquille with the big board. Fox. That's one way.
That's right. Fox, a terrific addition to this ball club. He gives them defense, he gives them another passer, a good penetrator, and an unselfish player.
Here's Roderick Rhodes. Has a couple inches on Berry. And Fisher on the move. Lakers by a point. That's a 2. Lakers by 3. 8:28 to go in the half. Quiet crowd here at the Compaq Center. It is a sellout.
I think they're in shock, Bob, right? Because, you know, we're not seeing defensive tenacity here. We're seeing guys getting all kinds of shots, but nobody can make a shot.
There's the Elijah version of the spin move. Shaquille O'Neal has his own. Emmanuel Davis gets it to Willis. Willis misses his first shot of the game. O'Neal with a rebound. 6 boards already for Shaquille. Look at Derek Fisher. That was speed, folks.
That was speed, and he read the flow. Now, you doing Sunday football, I know you're into that, because the Shaq man just put a move.
Points in 8 minutes. The LA bench has 13 of the 31. Lakers lead 31-26, 7:47 remaining in the first half of play. Akeem has been dreaming tonight instead of playing. He's 0 for 4 in 12 minutes. 0 for 5. Bench getting a lot of burn, as the players like to call it.
Yeah, well, it's nice because Adele is rewarding his team. Yeah, that's what's so good about him. He just outmuscled Olajuwon, got fouled, yelled at the referee that he got fouled, but he's so strong, Bob. He made that look easy.
Lakers on an 8-0 run, leading 33-26, 7 minutes in the half. Emmanuel Davis thinks about the 3. Fisher in his face. Here's Kevin Willis. Not this time. Davis stole that rebound.
Well, the threat of the shot clock changes a lot of things. That ball should have been shot on 2 occasions down inside because you could have possibly picked up a foul. That was a walk.
That was a walk. He turned one extra time after Kevin Willis drew the double team, and the Lakers, leading 33-26, have the ball.
You have to remember you can always lift your pivot foot providing you shoot or pass. On that time, he took a bunny hop, a big major jump.
Now, the Rockets are a pretty deep team, but I think most people feel the Lakers may be the deepest team in the league, at least one of the top 3 or 4. 5 on the shot clock. Pass inside to Barry, knocked out of bounds with 3 on the shot clock by Roderick Rhodes.
Well, it's interesting when you talk payrolls. You know, the cap is $27 million. Houston right at $27.5 million. 8 teams are under the cap. The Lakers are 19th. All right, and are at 9. They have a $37 million payroll, and they're 9th.
Rick Fox couldn't do anything with it down the baseline. Couldn't get it to Fisher. Shot clock expired, and that'll turn it over to Rockets. Rich can equate to deep, although there are some teams with big payrolls that aren't so deep.
Well, Chicago is at $62 million. New York is second at $54 million. Then we have 3 teams, to answer your point. Orlando, San Antonio, and Washington are 3, 4, and 5, all over $40 million. Bob, that's your point. And where's the depth?
Right. It's one thing to have the big payroll, but you've got to have some quality like the Lakers do, and they lead at 33-28. They did not play well on that last 3-second opportunity. Barry. That's a 2. He stepped on the line. Rick Barry. I knew it was going to happen.
Why not?
Sooner or later.
You're tight with the family.
Exactly. Well, call him Drew and then Brent.
Well, you worked with Rick for so many years. Come on.
I hope Rick's watching tonight. Good man. And John hit that last basket. 35-28 Lakers. Willis. Stayed with him. Kevin Willis. He's playing like a young man.
Oh, yes, he is, and he looks good. And, you know, he's one of the best-conditioned athletes in this league. You can tell he's always been into weightlifting, upper body, taking care of himself. That's why he's been around a long time.
Inside to Shaquille.
Now, that's a battle.
Yeah.
That's a battle of 2 big, strong guys.
Huey, that's as good an example of lower body strength I've seen from Willis. I mean, he was holding out.
Yes, he was.
The man. Pass inside to Barry, lost control off his foot, out of bounds, Rockets ball.
Well, Barry that time was trying to make the move before he caught the ball.
Lakers by 5. 5 minutes remaining in the half. Some full court pressure.
We have not seen the Lakers come full court with their out-and-out traps, or we have not seen their famous half-court trap. But we remember now, they played overtime in San Antonio, winning last night by 9. So they gave you 53 minutes, and they had to show everything last night. A little tired.
6 on the clock. Now 5. Roderick Rhodes rims it out. Campbell is fouled in the backcourt.
That's going to be the big question mark for Roderick Rhodes. Can he shoot a consistent high percentage on the perimeter? They like the defense. They love the passing. They like his athleticism. He can play 2 or 3, meaning the 2 guard or the small forward. Right now, he's 0 for 4. That's going to be the critical evaluation of him at the end of this year.
By the way, that was the second foul on Kevin Willis, and he's going to sit down. Charles Barkley is back in the ball game.
Well, Kevin did a terrific job.
There's the bench scoring. Houston outscored L.A. 16-15, thanks to 12 from Kevin Willis. Nick Van Exel back in at the point. Eddie Jones also back in. Shaquille didn't get a clear look at the hoop, which is rare. Emmanuel Davis, bad pass in traffic. Nick Van Exel. Barkley tried to block that. He was nearly there, too.
Yeah.
Still has the speed.
Great move by Nick, and a strong move. Now, at the top, we told you, Houston must improve their field goal percentage. Coming into this game, 44%. They're averaging 19 turnovers a game, and tonight we can see why.
Eddie Johnson, he comes in for hopefully instant offense. Eddie, the veteran, 38 years old, misses that one. L.A. enjoying their biggest lead right now, 37-30.
So when you got this guy, so many things happen for you. For Houston, who's back? A power forward, and now it comes down to quickness.
4 and 6 for Charles. 37-30 L.A. 3:33 to go in the half. They may not get to 50 points by halftime. Johnson goes to the left hand. Better move. Find a better one. Way back. He went to Illinois. Here's Nick Van Exel missing. Green tipped it out. Bad pass from Emmanuel Davis to Barkley. He wasn't ready for it in traffic. Eddie Johnson. Tipped out by Eller. Eddie Jones. Van Exel. Ball fake and then hands it to the Shaq, who lays it in and draws the foul from the Dream.
Now, Olajuwon, most guys in this, and it's going to be a three-point attempt.
I don't know if we're going to
Maybe a 2.5 point
2.5. We remember who's shooting it. He's shooting, what, 47% at the line.
Yeah.
So that's his standard. And not a good one. 12 seconds on the shot clock. 39-32 Lakers. A lot of standing around for the Rockets. Eddie Johnson gets a nice feed from Akeem off the left wing.
Bob, they're not a continuity team. They're a power team. Get it in, read the defense. They do about 3 or 4 things out of post-up. They're not complicated because they feel they can win and win at playoff time, playing this way.
Well, they've proven it more times than not.
Yes.
220.
He was the 6th man of the year when he averaged 21 points and 6 rebounds. Been with a number of teams, and for Houston, this is the perfect guy to have to come off the bench. He can come off ice cold and light you up in a hurry.
8 on the shot clock for the Lakers. 2:16 to go in the half. Into Shaquille. Maloney dropped down inside there to rip the ball loose, but he also ripped some of the skin. And
in the lane on the dotted line. There is no one in basketball that can stop this guy from that spot. Plus, they'll play behind him. All right.
The free throw stopped the presses. Shaquille, 11 points and 7 boards. How about Rudy T? You know, we talked to all the coaches around the league. Get them to say something about Shaquille O'Neal. He says, Rudy T, the most dynamic force in the league.
Well, everyone is there. Well, you know, he's backing it up, Bob. No one in the league is in the top 10 in 4 categories. He is in the top 6 in 4 categories. And the ones that count: scoring, rebounding, shot blocking, and then field goal percentage.
Shooting 603. Here is Nick Van Exel on the break.
Give it to him.
The guards got back quicker that time. Van Exel looking like a conductor. Just kind of called in the tubas and then the woodwinds.
Let me tell you something. At the playground, on the playground, when you're playing right now, his ears would be burning running back, okay?
And maybe my orchestra analogy would.
No, he faked off 2 guys who had better shots than him, okay?
Yeah, he faked off the defenders and his teammates. But I stayed with my orchestra. That pass almost over here to Hubie and Bob, but no, it'll be Rock wrestling.
Well, Akeem said, look, I said the right thing, but I said it at the wrong time. And they said, you're right. Yes. Next time, keep it in the locker room.
Akeem on the baseline. He is really struggling.
Yes, he is. He sure is.
0 for 6.
He and Drexler keep leaving everything off the lip of the rim. But it's right on the money. It's in the front of the rim every time.
Minute to go in the half. It's a 10-point Laker lead. Van Exel.
That's sweet.
Yeah, he's a sweet shooter.
Well, it's like coming around a building. A building just set that screen for you. So your little defender who's playing you has got to tiptoe around that guy.
It's kind of like in your backyard, shooting around the corner of the garage.
There you go.
Except this one makes $120 million. It's worth more in my garage. That foul's going to be on Ori. By the way, coming up in the night, will all be coming up at halftime. Bulls go 4-4, and it's getting more headlines than the Middle East. Maloney, Olajuwon. Akeem finally hits one. That's his first bucket of the game with 30 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, and you know, he's working all right. He's getting some good looks at the basket. Just come out in the second half and get it going. The building will get behind the ball club. Everything will be fine.
Eddie Jones left alone. That's a triple for Eddie Jones. And the Lakers lead it by 14 very quietly in this final minute and a half of the period. They've taken a 7-point lead and built it to 14. Now back to 12 as Ellie is left unguarded.
Bob, at the Laker end of the floor, when the first pass comes out of the double team, the rotations have got to get there quicker in the second half for Houston.
Van Exel with a pull-up 3 at the buzzer.
What a shot.
How much fun is that? You hit it, and you can spend it juices, though, playing against Shaquille O'Neal. And we'll see what happens. 24 minutes of basketball left as the Lakers have the ball to begin the second half, leading 53-38. Bob Neal, Judy Brown, Reggie Theus with you from the Compaq Center in Houston, Texas.
Big thing for Houston. Play some defense. Hold the Lakers to one shot. Take away the transition layups and make them play half-court basketball. Now, you have got to execute and make some shots.
8 on the shot clock. Drexler gets the dream pick. 4, 2. That would have counted. No, they're saying, yeah, said it would not have counted. Oh, no, foul.
A loose ball foul on Mario Elie. Well, see, as he was going for that ball, that was his third foul. But he definitely pushed the people out of the way to get to the ball. Now, just keep an eye on this. Now, watch as he shoots it. The ball will rebound to the right. Now, as the ball goes, see, he pushed in the lower back. Now, hey, why are they yelling? Because the Shaq man hit a couple of guys at the other end with an axe. All right, and there were no calls.
He gets touched lightly. Horry kicks it out. 7 on the shot clock for Fox. Shaquille looking like a man among boys has the ball. Look if you get a jump ball. This will be cute. Mario Elie and Shaquille O'Neal.
Bob, he just picked Mario Elie and the ball off the floor. He just went zip and he lifted him right off the court.
What's interesting about Shaquille O'Neal is he's playing better now than at any time in his young career. He's already had a pretty good one. And is he going to lose that tip after I say that?
Well, Charles Barkley did an excellent job in cutting the ball off.
But then the turnover very quickly as Barkley and Elie couldn't handle it. Horry, Van Exel, Robert Horry. Hit a lot of those when he played in the pinstripes of the Rockets. Not even close that time. 53-38 Rockets. Lakers, nobody has scored in this second half. Charles called for traveling. Now, the Rockets have been off. They played Wednesday. They were off last night. They're healthy, rested, and are playing sluggish.
Playing sluggish, no continuity. Hey, that's fine. When you're making your one-on-one move, you know what's happening? They are not blowing by their man, and they're not creating space to get the shot over the man.
Shaquille O'Neal gets it posted very low and draws the foul. He's listed. It looks as though Shaquille O'Neal listed at 7'1" is considerably taller than Akeem, in addition to being heavier back. Shaq. And Ryan. Van Exel for 3.
Well, you have to love it. Nick Van Exel is now 3 for 4 in threes. The team is 6 for 14. They're playing like we are using the old line. They're just shooting up with not even question. That's the old story when you put your team together and you have guys where the line doesn't matter.
That was a big triple right there by Maloney because the Lakers had built an 18-point lead, and it's going to be tough to come back for this Houston Rocket team being half-court oriented as they are.
Well, Houston only 2 for 8 in threes.
That's the 15th attempt for the Los Angeles Lakers, as you saw just a moment ago. And right away, that three by Maloney is wiped out. And it is a 58-41 advantage.
Well, the thing that you love about the Lakers, all 4 guys out on the court outside of Shaq can make threes.
That's Drexler's short turnaround move, and Clyde pulls him to within 15. That was the halftime margin. The double team.
See, that's what he does well. Oh, does he do that well? Huh? You rotate that ball out of that trap, and when you're running at him, he gives you that little ball fake, Bob. You have to play him because he just made a 3. He gets you up in the air, blows right by you.
Eddie Jones has 15 in this game. Olajuwon doesn't get the double team. Will take it in for the jump hook.
Poor percentage shot, Bob. That wasn't even a good hook.
Van Exel blows by Maloney. It doesn't finish either. A lot of, I've seen this early in the season, Ruby. A lot of not finishing. Lack of finishing.
Well, everyone says we want to play fast break basketball. We want to up-tempo. And the coaches keep saying, hey, that's well and good, but you've got to finish. And the good teams in the 70s and 80s would always finish at 70%, 60 to 70% on the break, and we are not seeing that here tonight.
The Rockets have come back here with the jumper by Olajuwon. Then the nice defense by the Dream on Shaquille. The return down court, and now it is a 13-point Lakers lead.
Well, you're hoping that they'll make their run. You're playing at home. You're a championship ball club. You're a team that's expected to get to the Western Conference Finals, 1 of 3 or 4. So you've got to show it here.
Van X has been shooting well, but not on that one from long range. They have been settling for long range the last couple of opportunities on the half-court set. Ellie looking for me against Horry.
Yeah, they need Charles to show something here.
Horry with the foul.
See, Charles has got to get his offensive game going. They're looking for him right now.
Take his turn guarding Barkley. Now Drexler against Fox. Easily into the lane.
Well, that's the Drexler where you remember when he got to the finals on 2 occasions at Portland. They always posted him up.
Rockets on a 6-0 run now to pull to within 11 with 6:53 to go in the third quarter, and the crowd back into it. Matter of fact, into it for the first time tonight. Rick Fox. Shaquille O'Neal got that from behind Olajuwon, and after the rebound, the foul.
I will keep him off the board. You other 4 guys have got to come back in here and rebound.
Absolutely well told. 6:39 to go in the third quarter. 11-point Lakers lead into Shaquille. There comes the double team. Who's open? Eddie Jones. Back to Eldon Campbell. Smooth turnaround move on the baseline.
Well, Charles Barkley is giving Elton Gamble at 7 foot a ton of inches, and if he plays him one-on-one on that ball reversal, he'll shoot over the top of him every time, Bob.
There's the shooting, 71% by Houston in this period. And they're going to call the turnover. And Reggie Theus, what do you have for us?
Hey, Bob, Del Harris in that timeout was talking about guys don't lighten up. We can rest tomorrow at home. We're a better team when we're moving and running the ball. We want them to double team, so you guys just keep shooting it free. Bob?
Yeah, thanks, Reggie. That's been apparent here in this quarter.
Reg, it's the old story, though. It's easy to say, let's run and gun, but if they keep putting the ball in the basket, you can't fast break. And if they don't turn it over, you can't fast break either.
You can't run if you're taking it out of the hole.
There you go. You know all about
The 4th foul on Akeem, but they changed the foul to Drexler, who has 2.
Now, last year, Campbell had a sensational season with Shaq out for 31 games. Campbell had 15 points and 8 rebounds, anchored this team to 56 wins. I thought Del Harris and this ball club, that's one of the better coaching jobs that Del has put in throughout his illustrious career. And Campbell, a major key.
I like Del's thing when he said, how does it feel being picked to win a championship? He said, I've been an underdog so long, it's nice being the overdog.
Yeah, that's right.
Olajuwon missing. Barkley rebounding. Maloney. Well, that'll cool down their shooting percentages a bit as the Lakers leading 63-49 back to the ball.
Well, when you miss those threes, they rebound long.
And then you come right back and get that 3 in your face from Eddie Jones, and it's back to 63-49. Wow.
Bob, you just got to keep bringing out this point. The Lakers are getting threes with no hand in their face, no one running at them. That's just bad defensive rotation.
But right there was an example on the other end of the court.
Correct.
Maloney left alone, and he hit the 3.
Well, Eddie Jones was there, and he never challenged him. You know, you've got a challenge here at this end of the floor. You can see the threes. Why? Because Eddie Jones is the only guy chasing the ball to the rim.
If that's on the Dream, that'll be 4. And Akeem is also only 2 of 10 from the floor tonight.
Well, you put yourself in Rudy's shoes. You're at home. Your team is not playing well. You want every single call. Your team can't finish by putting the ball in the basket. So you're trying because you had a little mini run going here. And you're just hoping that things will change.
Well, at least the crowd got a little enjoyment off that missed free throw. Shaquille now 2 of 5 from the line, but he has 12 points, 11 boards, and 6 assists already. Tuesday night, the Knicks and the Rockets on TNT. Wednesday night on Superstation TBS. Orlando travels to Cleveland to take on the Cavs. And then Friday night on TNT, the surprising and injured New Jersey Nets travel to Boston to take on Rick Pitino's Celtics. That's all next week on Turner Sports.
Come on, you get a basket right here, a 2 or a 3, and you're right in business.
Maloney. Barkley on the baseline. The 15-footer doesn't fall. Eldon Campbell with the rebound, and the Lakers are really big up front when they have Shaquille and Eldon in the game at the same time. Barkley's only 2 of 7 tonight. We're talking about the shooting moves for Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh, look out now. Now, I'll tell you, that was a great move by Charles. Charles went for the dunk, but the big fella sent that down with such thunder that he moved Charles at least 10 feet. Now, you see, you can't front the big guy. Now, watch what happens right here. Now, Charles went in there, but I'll tell you, when that guy just catches you with a little bit of his paw, you're going down.
O'Neal is now 2 for 6 from the line, and a good foul for Barkley in that sense.
Absolutely.
And you got to be pretty strong just to stop him from dunking.
But more important,
the foul.
You want the physical punishment to go in and try to dunk it, to stop the dunk.
Charles, I would say Charles knows no fear, as we, unfortunately, sometimes he knows no fear in other places besides the basketball court. Always change that whole attitude. 67-52, Lakers up by 15. That's what they led by at the half with 3:56 to go in the period. Drexler feeding Barkley.
He's had 3 right down on that baseline. He's not been able to put it down. Barkley 2 for 8 in this game. There it is.
Penetrates and finds Eddie Jones. And now Drexler has it. 15-point Lakers lead. Drexler's 5 of 11 tonight. We've been talking about the shooting woes of the big 3 for the Rockets. Willis came in and was the answer off the bench in the first half. Blocked by Barkley.
Well, Barkley's now 3 for 9. They need him on that offensive glass, and anytime he is on the weak side, meaning that the basketball is on one side, Charles on the other on the low box, he's dangerous because his defensive man is trying to help out on a double team.
Van Exel used a nice pick by Campbell, then made the bad shot.
He's taken.
Drexler's finger roll won't fall, but the foul.
Well, you know that Clyde, 140, he's a 52% career shooter. But let's look at the team. They have never shot 41%. That's what they're shooting now. 41, 42% as a team. 67% on the foul line, and they're averaging 17 turnovers. So uncharacteristically, you take Pippen out of there. The rest of these guys, no one has stepped up to help Jordan, but then Jordan is struggling with the lowest field goal percentage he's ever had, and he's taken 25 to 28 shots per game. So I don't think it's, look, we know they were 2 and 4 in the exhibition against NBA teams, and now they're playing exactly like they played at exhibition time. 2 guys have got to step up. Kukoc and Ron Harper. They are capable people that must score. You look at their losses, and in every loss, neither of these guys gets double figures in the losses.
So the 2 free throws by Drexler cut it to 11. Drexler fouled on the drive by Corey Blunt. And then that
pipe.
That's the kind of fall Drexler didn't take, but that's the kind of fall that Tim Thomas took.
Keep an eye on this.
Knocking
Just
him
watch that arm. See, it catches him right across the windpipe area. That's why he's hot. He doesn't mind getting fouled. He's been in this situation a ton of times.
It is now Lakers at 11 again, thanks to 4 consecutive free throws by Drexler. Clyde has 14.
As horrible as they're playing, as much as we've critiqued them all night long, they're within striking distance.
Campbell backs Willis in. Willis, good job defensively, and the Rockets can cut it to 9. Barkley, nice pass out here to Roderick Rhodes, who just came into the game. It was saved by Emmanuel Davis right in front of me. I swear that was out of bounds, but no call. I could have called it there. It was right. Willis stripped in the paint.
That was a great block by Campbell.
Eddie Jones from 16. Barkley staying alive. Was that 14 rebounds for Charles tonight? Yes. Rockets trying to get back in this thing. Emmanuel Davis, no. Barkley
Anyone
again.
make a shot from the left side of the floor, please, in this quarter. And they've got all wide open shots.
Plenty of time on the shot clock. Minute 11 to go in the quarter. We're going to get an offensive foul on Kevin Willis.
Yeah, he knew it.
That's 3.
Yeah, he put Blount down. And, you know,
It's subtle even.
to kind of cave in those chest bones.
Ow. Derek Fisher running the point for the Lakers. Gets the pick from Campbell. Shot clock to 9. Under a minute in the third quarter. Emmanuel Davis stayed with him defensively. Fisher stayed with the ball. Saved by Drexler. So a chance to cut the Lakers lead of 15 down to 9 or better if the Rockets can get the ball in the hoop.
Charles told him to clear out. Give me a one-on-one here. Oh, it should go right back.
Yeah, instead the rookie dribbles it away.
That's just bad decision. Bad decision.
And another bad decision. Fisher splits his 2 intended receivers of Jones and Rick Fox. And with 18 seconds remaining in the third quarter, the Rockets have yet another opportunity. Look at the turnover story tonight. 15 for Houston, 11 for LA.
We still have a lot of time to go in this game.
Those would be nice numbers for a full game.
Yeah, right.
7 seconds. Drexler giving instructions. Now down to 3.
Fox is pretty tough.
Is that going to... No, got the foul before the shot, though. And we know that Clyde has scored it.
They would have given him a continuation, then he would be shooting 2.
Yeah, it looked as though they were giving him that. But no, they're just going to have to toss it in and shoot off the glass. Kevin Willis. Did he step on the line? Yeah, that was close to a 3. But they give him 2.
He wants the foul. This game out tonight, we've got to see maximum execution here. Oh, the Lakers are down here now, looking with a little full court matchup. Oh, bluffed the trap, and now they're matching up man-to-man.
And Rudy T is continuing with his rookie guards, Roderick Rhodes and Emmanuel Davis. Drexler for 3. That's a big 3. It's a 6-point game.
That was a beautiful screen away at the top of the circle for Drexler. The old story, have action away and swing the ball back. Reverse the basketball. Beautiful.
Drexler with 17. Slapping it away. 7 on the shot clock for the Lakers. Derek Fisher running the show. Fisher misses badly as Willis gets another board. Willis has been doing a lot tonight, offensively and in terms of rebounding. He has 6 boards.
Well, right now, the Lakers have Ori on Drexler, so he will not post up.
Charles reverses but draws the foul. Goes down hard.
Hard foul by Blount, no doubt.
Van Exel is standing in front of the scoring table. He'll get in when the official waves him in. Derek Fisher will sit down, and the Lakers will have their starting lineup on the floor.
Well, Charles has been struggling offensively tonight, Bob. He has not been able to take anyone off the dribble and get the uncontested either jumper or baby hook or muscle him to the rim for an easy shot. But look at that right there to the right. 15 rebounds, and we have 11 minutes to go.
And Del Harris decided to keep Rick Fox on the bench for a while longer and leave Corey Blunt in there. 9-0 Houston run. This is a 4-point game. The Lakers led it by 15 at the half. Eddie Jones off a baseline screen. Van Exel. Rhodes tried to hit the quick outlet.
Give it up.
By Barkley. Drexler from Willis. The foul, but he's not going to get the 3-point opportunity.
That was the body on him, so he didn't get the 3-point layup.
Drexler's a 76% free throw shooter on the season. He's been making his living there tonight, 5 out of 5. It is a 2-point game.
Well, in the first half, the Laker bench did a wonderful job, came in, shot 6 for 10, gave them 15 points. But when they just went with the second unit right now, they got out-muscled on the boards. Houston took advantage of them physically inside the paint.
Or he's open for the triple. He's not getting it. Willis, 7th rebound of the game. A chance to tie or better for the Rockets. The crowd has come alive.
Now, Charles wants to clear out. He wants to take Ori. But Charles will give it up if he gets double teamed. See, right there.
16 rebounds for Barkley. He's going to take it back to the same place.
Well, you know, Charles, oh, great move.
Barkley inside, went for the reverse, didn't get it, but drew the foul.
See, he's using the rim so that he cannot get the shot blocked.
Keeping the pressure on. The Lakers have played last night, and on Shaq, anything down low, they want to push him off the block, and if he gets close enough to the basket, they're going to start fouling him, guys.
Kevin Willis is staying in there. Akeem went out with 4 minutes to go in the third period, and since the dream set down, Houston's been on a 14-2 run.
And to back that up, Bob, we all know in the NBA you can't win unless you rebound. And in the second half, Houston is up 21-6 in rebounding in this half. A staggering stat.
Barkley misses, but got his own board.
Not bad.
17 rebounds for Charles tonight.
He's got to back him down. You got to back him down, Charles. You take the double team.
There you go. He's pushed down as he gets around Rick Fox. Eddie Jones is going to be called for the foul. 9:50 to go in the game. The Lakers' next foul will put them in the penalty or over the limit, and the Rockets have yet to commit a team foul.
Well, they're going to melt Charles here right now. He's hot. He's commanding the double team.
Nice pass inside to Drexler. A slick move by Clyde underneath the hoop following a precision pinpoint pass from Charles Barkley.
Well, that was eye contact with Barkley and Drexler. And then you saw Charles Barkley, one of the greatest players in the history of this league, at finding people once you get double teamed. If you cut and Charles is dribbling the ball is usually right on the money.
How about the tip in by Willis?
Unbelievable. The Lakers have fallen asleep. Not only fallen asleep, they're getting outworked on the glass.
We said going into this fourth quarter, Houston had won only one of 6 fourth quarters in this early season. Trying to change that tonight. Shaquille misses. Barkley has 18 rebounds. 12-0 Rockets this period in 3 minutes of play. If you look at some of the scores from around the league tonight, Atlanta got their 9th victory by 1 point over Sacramento, although it was tough, but all the Hawks victories have been close, or most of them have.
You know, Bob, a week from now, no one realizes that they're all 1- and 2-point wins. All they do is look, you're 9-0, baby. That's all that counts.
Big W. 72-71 Rockets. First LA points in the fourth quarter came with 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah, Charles wants a blow. He told Rudy they're bringing in Olajuwon.
Drexler's turnaround jumper. Yeah, Charles is laboring. Might be a good term. Van Exel gets the bounce. Has it? 4 consecutive points by LA quietens the crowd and returns the lead to the Lakers.
Van Exel has come in here right now and said, look, I'm taking over this game offensively. He used a beautiful screen on the left side of the floor to get that shot up.
Willis against Shaq. Jump hook.
Can't force him, Kevin. That's a forced shot.
That foul's going to be on Barkley.
Hold here in the second half. That means that you got 8 more second attempt shots. And as we know, they've been making them all.
Willis has 18. 74-73 Rockets. 8 minutes to go.
What they need right now is Akeem to come up big defensively for him.
Van Exel rims it out of there. Rebound, Roderick Rhodes. That shot of Charles over there. Charles needs a little oxygen, maybe. 34-year-old. Willis against Horry. Olajuwon found himself alone. Missed the jump shot.
Davis has got to really concentrate on Van Exel and not leave him. Stay with him and understand how dangerous he is at this time in this game.
74-73 Rockets. Drexler saw the Lakers kind of relax. Drexler took it down the lane and drew the foul.
Well, anytime there's
4 to give with the 7. They have no team fouls. 4th personal foul on Rick Fox on that possession. Drexler has been living well at the foul line tonight. Clyde is 7 out of 8.
When you have a force like Shaquille O'Neal in the game, you have to understand that he's your first priority because he's going to go strong to the hole. and he's going to make things happen. He's going to make people foul him. But the big thing is right now, stop trying to win the game perimeter. Get the ball down inside. He's only had one shot this quarter.
Looking for him this time. Ball into the big fella against Olajuwon. He draws the foul.
And the big thing is once he gets going, they'll double team him. That will open up higher percentage.
In the game, Charles, well, maybe Charles is going to come get him. He came in for Charles.
Yeah, he should come in for Olajuwon, of course, because he has his fifth, and then Rudy has the time clock. All coaches have a different time clock when they'll bring back a star defensive player, you know, for the end of the game when they have 5.
So I hope Charles got some oxygen. You saw how hard he was breathing when he went out. He was only out about a minute. Shaquille hits the free throw. And it's a 1-point Rockets lead. 76-75, 6:55 remaining in the fourth.
Oh, they're coming with the trap now. This is the first time we've seen it where they actually went up aggressively and looked at the trap.
Drexler for 3. 79-75. Clyde has 26.
When you trap full court and they rotate it up across the floor and up, you're giving up the corner jump shot.
Eddie Jones into Shaquille O'Neal, muscling his way inside. The jump hook goes down over Kevin Willis. And Shaquille's first basket in this period. 2-point Rockets lead. And notice that Emmanuel Davis has gone, and the rookie Roderick Rhodes have gone almost all the way here in the fourth quarter.
Well, they're going for defense here.
Willis with the jumper. 81-77, Rockets by 4.
Kevin is playing big, real big. 20 points, and you like his muscle defensively. Not known as a great defender, he's moving people out down in there.
Since the half, it's been a 19-point turnaround for Houston. Fox steps in for the 17-footer.
That was smart. Anytime that you do not have a good catch, that ball was rotated to him. He bobbled it. Oh, he just moved himself in another 5 feet for that shot.
And with a 22-point line, he might not have thought that way. Drexler,
Good call, Bob.
down inside, and he draws the foul.
What you have to like here is Rudy T saying, I'm going with 2.
That was the 5th personal foul on Rick Fox. Again, the foul situation. Lakers have committed 5. Rockets will be shooting all the rest of the way. Only one team foul has been committed by Houston. There's Clyde's numbers first 3 quarters. And this is something Houston does when Houston wins. They win the fourth quarter.
Rudy said, you know, I'm not questioning my guys. I'm just questioning the fact that we can't stop turning it over, and we just can't keep. Oh, you see, he said on the line, I guess.
Yeah, Mario Elie fell asleep there on the loose ball, and he knew. And Charles stayed off his back.
See, Bob, the ball has got to bounce in the back court, or you have got to take it to the back court. And you're going to see it right here. Oh, Elie gets caught. Oh, you see the foot is on the line.
Yeah, he just fell asleep. Pure and simple. 82-79 Rockets, 5:10 to go. Horry into Shaquille.
Yeah, you got to go to this guy. Come on, big fella, you got him. There you go.
Before the shot, that was a nice up and under move. Kevin Willis is no slow man, and that's 4 on Kevin.
And the thing also here is, Bob, you've got to get fouls on the Rockets so you will get into the penalty. And you know that if you keep going to the big fella and they refuse the double team, which they have the last 2 times down the floor, they have not double teamed him. No guy in this building can stop him one-on-one.
Into Campbell now. Barkley defending. Eldon Campbell. Got a piece of it, but they're going to call him for the foul. Charles got up there. That's 4 on Barkley. But not quite up there enough.
Dan, he's given away 7 inches here. Look at that. Charles was right up on the hand.
Campbell's a pretty good free throw shooter. 77% on the year.
Yes, he is.
Rockets by 2 with 4:54 to go. Lakers hoping to remain one of only 2 undefeated teams in the league. The Atlanta Hawks got a 1-point victory, 104-103 over Sacramento earlier tonight. It's a 1-point game. They had to straighten out the net cord. It is, and this game is ready to resume with 4:54 to go.
And questioning Del Harris today. We asked him whether we'd see the full court traps in rotation and their bread and butter, that half-court trap that they run so well. He didn't think so, especially the half-court trap, because he just doesn't feel that they'd have the energy.
Look at Drexler. Blows right by his former teammate Robert Horry. That's a mismatch, a power forward on Drexler.
Hey, you got to give Rudy T the credit here now, because he keeps saying, hey, you're going to play at that small forward position, and you're going to take that guy.
And Drexler gets the pick from Horry. 84-81 Rockets, 4:18 to go. It's a one-point game again.
Well, see, they run that screen and roll so well because they're moving Shaq to the ball side. So you have to be careful because they can throw it any time inside the Shaq. So if your defense lightens up like they did right there, Van Exel's coming off looking for that three, Bob, and he's one of the best that we have in the league under pressure. He shoots a high percentage.
Rudy T said he was looking for a point guard. He may think he's found one, at least tonight. Manuel Davis has stayed there. Matt Maloney hasn't been back in with under 4 minutes to go, and Drexler has 31 points, 17 in the fourth quarter.
That's why you're one of the top 50 guys in basketball, because you have done this hundreds and hundreds of times.
Rockets by 3, 3:38 to go. Drexler defending Horry. And Horry had a back at you.
Well, you know what? That was interesting because his right hand was behind the backboard. He came back and dunked that with his left hand on that drive.
How about this? Drexler has outscored the entire LA team in this half. Wave off the basket.
Well, they just don't have the matchup for him. And unless they put Fox on, just keep now. Watch how Horry comes back with the left hand. See where his right hand was? It was behind the board. That was beautiful presence of mind. A lot of coaches would say to you, why did you bring it to your left hand? You brought it right to the defender. But his right hand could not have gotten that ball up and in.
Drexler took back to the free throw line. That's the 5th foul on Horry. Rick Fox is on the bench because he has 5 fouls. Akeem Olajuwon is on the bench for the Rockets with 5 fouls.
Clyde Drexler has averaged over 20 points a game 9 times in his 13-year career. So we know he has been there often.
Charles Barkley kept that ball alive. 87-85, Rockets by 2, 3:09 remaining. Barkley working on Campbell.
It's a stretch. Charles going to have to shoot up over the top of the shot block.
Little fadeaway. Horry out to Jones. It's 2-on-3. Manuel Davis, Rudy T said, oh, nobody got Campbell except
look up,
he was stripped. It's going to be Houston ball.
Well, that was just a beautiful defensive rotation here. Campbell thought that he had the shot. He had the lane.
Fouls on Olajuwon. He'll remain on the bench. He's only played 28 minutes out of nearly 46 in this game. Manuel Davis going all the way at the point.
Oh, this is a good strike. Go down inside.
7 on the shot clock. Clyde. Not this time. Look at Barkley. That's 19.
20 for the Charles.
Calling illegal defense. They're not giving it to him.
And he's got 10 seconds. Plenty of time. Go right back to him.
Ellie finds an opening in the lane. Pitches back out. Davis.
Oh, my.
That's a 2. Wave off the 3. It's a 2.
Shot.
It's 89-85 with 1:59 to go. The Rockets trailed by 15 at the half, by 9 at the end of 3, and the crowd is on its feet. Shaquille fouled by Willis.
Now keep easy there, Kevin. Easy. Kevin Willis felt that the Shaq made
5 of 9 tonight. 5 of 10. He shoots 47% on the year. This happens late in the ball games inside the final 2 minutes. Send O'Neal to the line.
James, you got to work the offensive glass right now.
Got 1 out of 2. And it is a 3-point Rockets lead with 1:45 remaining. Willis picked up his 5th. Olajuwon has 5 fouls and remains on the bench with 1:38 to go.
Now, both teams are shooting the penalty. Both teams have 3 timeouts left and a 20.
Clyde got a little fancy, almost lost it. Good rotation. 7 on the shot clock. Lakers defense is picked up, traveling on Mario Elie.
Yeah, that is a bad play by Mario. Not just because of the travel, but because he also could have caught the ball and dumped it right down inside there. Plenty of time.
Emmanuel Davis, their best defensive point guard on Van Exel. Shot clock to 10. Inside to Campbell. Open man, Van Exel. He'll take it. And rebound, Elie. That would have tied the game with a minute left. Rockets have the ball. No fouls to give.
And you got to have Barkley and Drexler involved here.
Stripped from Charles, and the Lakers have another opportunity.
Yeah,
down 3.
Charles is hot. He wanted to call that time.
Lakers get the timeout, trailing by 3.
Watch out now.
19 on the shot clock, 40.7 to go in the game.
They're going
Jones all the way to the hoop, and it's raked loose. They wanted basket interference. Van Exel, 10 seconds to go in the game. Calms him down and resets it with 17 on the shot clock.
See, they went for the quick 2, and if that ball would have dropped, they were in business.
Shaquille backing in on Willis. It's a 1-point game with 18.5 seconds.
You got to get up and defend and foul. You can't. There you go.
So Emmanuel Davis is fouled. Davis tonight is 0 for 0.
2 seconds went off the clock. Now you're putting the pressure on Davis to make the foul shots.
Young man under a lot of pressure here, trying to win the point guard role for this team.
And remember, LA has 2 full timeouts and a 20. So no matter what Davis will do here, if they score, they'll take it, call timeout, and they can move it to half court. Now, if it's a shot and a miss, all right, they'll still catch it, and they'll probably call timeout.
Gets them both. 16 seconds to go. 1-point game.
So, no, that's a decision a coach has to make. They might go for the 3 right off the bat. Every team has 3 or 4 3-point shot plays here. All right, they're bringing Eddie Jones off the shot.
Van Exel, big 3, it's tied.
Big time. Play Charles Barkley. Smart pass. I'm calling timeout.
He just asked Ken Mauer how many timeouts. Ken told him 2 fulls. Eddie Jones defending Clyde Drexler, who's been so hot in this 4th quarter.
Now here's Drexler.
6.9 seconds.
They're going to open it up. A 1-4. Drexler on his own.
Against Eddie Jones. Doesn't go. We have overtime from the compact center. A key relinquishes. They defeated the Rockets 126 to 115. It's almost a reverse. Last year, the Rockets coming up and having their strings snapped by the Lakers. The Lakers now come in here undefeated, and they're in overtime.
Well, right now, they're going right at Drexler, and they're saying we're staying with the same guys who got us here.
Drexler with the penetration. Willis from 18. Barkley kept it alive, but the ball ends up in the hands of Nick Van Exel. 5-minute overtime period.
The Lakers, there's a fatigue factor. There's no doubt about it. Anytime that they get a rebound, they're not looking to push the ball like they did in the first half. Everything is now half court, half court.
Willis with 5 fouls. Good defense against Shaquille that time.
Yeah, good defense and a bad.
4:18 to go in the overtime. Tied at 91.
People always say, you guys work on things. Well, this is something that he should add to his game.
Van Exel splits the defense. Rebound, Willis. That's 8 boards for Kevin off the bench. And he's played most of the way in the second half for Hakeem Olajuwon.
He's doing clear outs, looking for the double team. There it is.
5 on the shot clock. Back into Willis in the post. 3. He has to go to the jump hook. Or he comes away with
push. The Lakers have got to push. Make things happen in transition. Look for your trailer. And then you also get Shaquille if he'll run hard in easy one-on-one situation.
And back into Shaquille against Willis. Remember, 5 fouls. 10 on the shot clock. Jump hook is in. How are you going to stop him?
You can't, and that's my point.
You can tug on his cape.
That's right. You can go in, and you just can't play this guy with one man. You can see they did not double team.
Steele has 22. Willis is fouled in the paint.
You're supposed to stop him.
Lakers lead it by 2. Emmanuel Davis's 3 doesn't go down. Barkley with the rebound. He has 21. Drexler. Bang! That's a triple, and it's 94-93 Rockets. Clyde has 35.
He's in the second half. He's just been beautiful to watch because it's the Clyde and old. Clyde the glide at his best.
O'Neal went right back to him. He left the short jumper on the baseline, but Eldon Campbell rebound.
Well, you know, if you double team off of Campbell, Campbell's getting on the offensive boards.
Now that's Ori's shot, but he missed it. He hit a lot of big ones for these Rockets, but not for the Lakers. Not tonight. Rockets by a point. 2:25 to go in overtime.
Well, he definitely has not been smooth on his shot. Coming in, Bob, he was only 2 for 9 in threes, and he's missed all his threes tonight.
Yeah, Ori's 1 for 9 from the field tonight total. Drexler wanted to split the double team. Barkley's 22nd board, but first the foul on Barkley.
Oh, my.
Team has 5, but he's been a non-factor in this second half. Matter of fact,
Here's that screen and roll with this guy. That's his move. Right
Van Exel easily around Emmanuel Davis. It is now the Lakers by a point, hoping to continue undefeated. They are only one of 2 undefeated teams in the NBA. The Hawks won earlier tonight against Sacramento. 10 on the shot clock. Drexler. Blocked by Eddie Jones. 6 seconds on the shot clock. And here is the inbound ball. The Rockets are trying to win this game without the Dream. Willis, who's played for him. The 3.
Short.
It is short. Minute 32 to go. That just beat the buzzer, but it's a new shot clock for the Rockets. Drexler put it up. He looks tired. It's overtime after all. The Lakers lead it by a point.
Now, you know that they can run screen and roll on the right side of the floor for Van Exel. You're going to get something. Or you know that you can bring. Here it is right here.
There's the pick for Van Exel. Now the switch back and the play straight up defense again. 5 on the shot clock. Van Exel's pull up 3. Bang! Van Exel has been the man again tonight. Has 28 on the night. The other story, the subplot, is that Akeem Olajuwon has played only 2 minutes in the 4th quarter in this overtime. That was early. Minute to go. Under a minute.
Anytime you're down 5, you don't worry about that. Get your 2. There's plenty of time to play here.
Barkley, big bucket. That's a 2.
That's a 2. Now
It is 98-96.
Now you need good, solid defense. The Lakers, they know they can get anything on the screen and roll, or you know that you can go into the big fella. Unless they're saying, we don't want to go to the big fella because we do not want to put him on the foul line. Nope, 2-man game right here. Ori and the big guy.
Willis trying to defend Shaquille. Ori from the corner. That's his first big shot of the night, and it is a 3-pointer, and it very well may win this game for the Los Angeles Lakers. Ellie just pulls up, and it's a 3! My goodness, it is 101-9. Lakers by 2 with 24 seconds.
Big thing here is now you cannot let them run a lot of time off the clock. There's only a 2-second difference here now. Come on, there you go. That's absolutely right. You have to make a decision now. Anytime that there's a deny, you got 14 seconds. Go for the steal. You don't have the steal, then you've got to foul. All right, come on. You got to play tough now. Look for the steal.
Oh, it's stolen by Barkley. Willis. 9 seconds. Drexler misses with 3.4 to go.
Middle of the floor. All your passing should be up front so that if they do intercept or anything, they have a long way to go. You also know Houston has 1 timeout. Here we go. Remember, go for the steal and the foul. Oh, great.
Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be a Houston ball. Emmanuel, 2.3 seconds. 101-99 Los Angeles. All the way down to the other end to Barkley. The fadeaway.
Bob, Didn't we have a double overtime a year ago?
We showed you the video starting the overtime. Lakers beat the Rockets 126 to 115 in that game, almost the exact same time. Their first meeting last year. Double overtime. 5 minutes again. And it's been an unusual situation with a team on the bench.
Now, Emmanuel Davis in this ball game all night long.
That was a steal by Eddie Jones. He leads the team in steals. No surprise. Van Exel, pull-up three. Oh, he got it. It rattled around and back down in. And now the Lakers have taken a three-point lead. And Van Exel has 31 points in the game tonight.
He's feeling it. And he's so difficult to guard because, you know, he's so quick of foot and hand to take it all away on you.
Here's Emmanuel Davis, the rookie. It's blocked by Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, but he caught him with a body. The left jab.
Easy, easy.
There you go.
Easy, easy. Emmanuel Davis, who went to the free throw line in a very difficult situation earlier, is 2 for 2 tonight. He's got ice water in the veins. And his Rudy T, I don't want to get too much into this story here in this overtime, but Rudy T said he's looking for somebody who could really step in at the point. This young man may have done it tonight.
Well, tonight, they've only played Matt Maloney and Emmanuel Davis. Brent Rice has not been in this game tonight, but they have 3 guys who can play the point.
104-103 Lakers, 4:12 to go in double overtime.
Emmanuel Davis, not a bad free agent minimum player. Not bad. Your 2-point guards are minimum.
Shaquille O'Neal drives into the 6, and O'Neal goes to the line. Just like a machine. Shaquille is now 7 of 12. Which is better than his season average. 2 very big ones there for Shaq.
Bob, a year ago, the second overtime started out just like this. It's amazing what's happening here.
106-103 Lakers. 3:55 to go in overtime number 2. And remember, Los Angeles won in overtime at San Antonio just last night. Mark that spin move.
He got a piece of that shot. Give Campbell a lot of credit. He got up in there. Campbell's looking for the 24-second shot clock. They're putting 1 second. Now with this, you got to catch and shoot.
Team Olajuwon 2 of 11 tonight, 7 rebounds. He's played only 27 and a half minutes. Is in for Kevin Willis, who fouled out.
The one thing you do not want to do is have a guy get a lob in front of the rim and knock it down on you.
A guy like say, oh, I don't know, Olajuwon.
Yeah, what you do right now is if you switch and jam up guys. Yeah, that was good defense.
3:35 remaining. The Lakers with 3:33 to go in the second overtime, and Los Angeles leading it by 3.
You have to play to the big guy. Eddie Jones setting screen for Shaq coming over. Now a screen and roll.
Eddie Jones followed his miss. Lakers by 5. Lakers built up an 8-point lead in this same contest last year to defeat the Rockets 126 to 115. Emmanuel Davis doing a lot of growing up tonight for the rookie. Barkley against Campbell. Back into Barkley. It was deeper post that time. 10 on the shot clock. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
And a travel on Barkley.
Oh, boy. Watch out, Charles. You can't get a tee here right now. Just give the ball up. Get back and just play defense.
Lakers up by 5. 108-103. 2:48 to go in second overtime. Van Exel, who has 31 and who has hit the big ones once again tonight.
Go right at him. He's got to go right at him.
Campbell got the rebound.
One of the very few times that Charles Barkley has been out-hustled for a rebound tonight.
Shot clock at 10 for Van Exel.
High screen and roll.
With Elden Campbell. He's open for the runner. Eddie Jones. And smart play. Out to Van Exel. 18 on the shot clock, and this is the third possession this trip for the Lakers, leading it by 5 with 2 minutes to go in the second overtime.
See, Van Exel's so clever with the ball. Just wears you down. He lulls you to sleep and then makes his move.
Barkley gets the rebound off the miss. Good defense by Olajuwon, who didn't see the ball coming. Back to the Lakers. The foul on into the game and has missed most of the second half in the overtime period, and only returned to the game when Kevin Willis fouled out.
I like what Del Harris told you and I this evening, and that is, I need 2 guys to do it for me every night over the season under pressure. It's been good for you also here right now. And a big question, do you go to Elijah? You go because he's being played one-on-one. But anytime you one-on-one on one side of the floor, you have 4 defenders on the other. Inside 2 minutes, they take the ball to half court.
Yeah, Nick had already made his 2. He's going to step up and make 2 more. Nice move by Van Exel. That may have been the move of the night. Olajuwon hasn't taken a shot since early fourth quarter. Ellie, not even close. Olajuwon kept it alive. We'll get a jump ball with Robert Horry and
Not fault Rudy Tomjanovich with the 5 guys he stayed with to get him back in the game, and then how they executed in that fourth quarter. Then he rode them in the overtime. Nothing wrong with that.
Barkley against Campbell. Double team. Plenty of time on the shot clock, but they don't have plenty of time in the overtime. Olajuwon is fouled as he tries to take it into the middle. Daniel Davis with the play call. Quick ball movement. They're looking for Ellie. Not Olajuwon. Minute 5 to go. Not much time in the game. Minute to go. Lakers by 7. Drexler. Missed from the same place he missed the shot that would have won the game.
And it's only fitting that Van Exel out-rebounds Hakeem Olajuwon for that rebound.
You have to ask what is going through the mind of Hakeem Olajuwon. There's already some team dissension over shots and spread.
Off teams, mind you, and have taken a ball game away from them.
And Charles Barkley just fouled out, is headed to the locker room with 15 points and 22 rebounds. He just walked past us, headed into the locker room.
Yeah, it's a difficult time for this ball club, but they're not losing to bad basketball teams. You know, they're losing basically the playoff teams. You say, well, Philadelphia came in here. Hey, but Iverson and that Philadelphia team played their best game of the year in this building.
Yeah, and 3 of the next 5 games for the Rockets are at Phoenix versus New York here, the 18th, then Toronto and Golden State on the road, and then at Portland. So they've got a pretty tough schedule coming up. The Lakers will play Vancouver back in L.A. on Sunday, and then at Utah, then host Minnesota, host the Clippers, and at Miami.
Then you go down to San Antonio in the big game that everyone is talking about. You must beat San Antonio at home, and you win that game in overtime. Then you come here and you come out with another one, and you go 3-0 in Texas. Not bad. Not bad.
It's only the 3rd time in the Lakers' history since there have been 3 franchises in Texas that the Lakers have had to make a 3-game Texas sweep. They've played them all, but not always back-to-back-to-back.
Well, this guy right now with the basketball has been big. He's made excellent decisions. He's had terrific courage by forcing threes and making them with the game on the line. And then you've got to say that the Lakers, they created all the good things. They made it happen for themselves to win this game.
113-103. The Lakers win it by 10 in double overtime. The best start since you know when, 87-88.